Alright. Welcome back to Sideboard MTG. My name's Eric, and we're going at another Dev's deck here, Mono White Aggro. I said it in the first video. We did have the live stream go down, so we're just going to be completely redoing the video. I'm just going to take the other one down. We're just going to start over again, 3 brand new games, and go from there. The cool part is we got a little bit of practice in, and the deck is super mean. I do want to go ahead and reiterate the fact that, some of you guys may, hit us up in the comments and say, hey, this is Sam Black's deck. And yeah, Sam Black ran a deck very, very similar to this in GP Memphis. And if you wanna check that out, there's a link in the description box below to go see the actual gameplay where Sam Black played a deck very much like this one. And I will say, Sam Black's a professional Magic player. If you guys want to see a pro play this thing, check out Sam, man. He just annihilated with his version of the deck. Now, Dev doesn't run Sam 75, so there's some major differences, including placement of certain cards, which means this deck is technically tailored for a different meta. So I want to say that Dev does have his unique 75 here. So for those of you who are saying, Dev was just, copying someone else's deck, don't we kind of all do that? You take someone else's idea and say, I would play it like this, and then that's your version of that deck. So I want to give a quick thank you out to Sam Black for his idea on this, and then of course, as always, thank you, Dev, for your take on this. And no thank you for the title of this deck, though. I do not like the title of this deck. For a bunch of reasons, but for one, the deck does not feel like a mono white aggro deck. And I'll show you guys what we're talking about here. I know a lot of you already seen it, but we're going to kind of go back through it really quick. It is a mono white deck. The only spells in the deck are white, so yes, it's mono white. Hi, by the way, and shout out to everyone in chat. I am going to try to get through this because we've got more gameplay coming up later tonight. That's one of the reasons we had to get on the phone with the the internet service provider and say, hey, this has got to be fixed. I got people that wants to see some magic, and we got it. We're back up to like 60 upload speed and 180 megabytes per second download. That's where I want to be, right? A couple new things. You guys will see the stream boss down there in the bottom. It's just something that's going to be fun for you guys. I think it takes like $2 to kill him, and you can heal yourself. You can do all kinds of other things. Subscribers, if you guys subscribe to the channel, new subscribers, it'll slowly kill the stream boss, and whoever takes over as stream boss, then you will either be able to heal yourself or things like that. I don't know exactly how it's going to work. It's supposed to be a pretty cool little interaction for you guys to be able to play with in chat. We'll leave it down there for a few days, see if people like it, see what happens with it. If it just gets annoying, we'll get rid of it. But for now, we're going to play with it. It's a tool we've got, so we'll play with it and see what happens. Yeah, that's exactly what happened. Cox Communications happened. We did let them know not too long ago that we would be moving soon, so maybe that had something to do with it. I don't know. That sounds like paranoia, right? Like, there's no way that a big company would say, well, now that you're going to be moving, we don't have to have the good internet here, or we can pull a couple lines from you and feed to someone else or something. I don't know. I don't know how that works. I'm a redneck that plays Magic. I don't know how that works, but either way, we're yeah, that's funny, isn't it? Good old Cox. Somebody's going to clip that. You got me saying it now. Alright, guys, let's twirl the mustache. We're ready to roll. You guys know what this deck does. Whole bunch of 1-drops, ton of 1-drops. The 2-drops create multiple bodies, or hard to remove bodies. We've got artifacts like Heart of Kirin, Scrap Heap Scrounger, Bomat Courier, which are all very important, along with your Servo Expeditions, to give enough of an artifact count on turn 2 for your major opener here with the Toolcraft Exemplar. One of the best turn 1s in the game, especially if you can follow that up with an artifact on turn 2. Having a 1-mana 3/2 with First Strike, that can get outrageous. I know you guys won't be able to see that one video that we played earlier, but we got our Toolcraft Exemplar out with First Strike, and the guy's answer was a gifted Aetherborn, and unfortunately that doesn't work. So sometimes the First Strike is relevant, and it's very important. And you know, we actually took a line to give this creature First Strike over giving, you know, taking an extra single point of damage, and that line ended up paying off. So hopefully we'll get some more really good games in and be able to play it. You guys are probably going to look at the land base and go, why are the Concealed Courtyards and the Inspiring Vantage in here? Well, for one, you only need 2 or 3 mana to make this deck go off, so either of those, you know, come up in your opening hand, you're going to be fine with that. And if you get past, you know, 3 or 4 mana and these things are going to come in tapped, then you're probably not really worried about it. You've probably already dumped your load and stuff, so dumped your hand, I'm sorry. But yeah, your hand will probably be empty at that point. You probably don't have a lot to spend that mana on. Most of the time, if we do have something in the late game we want to spend our mana on, it's probably going to be a flip copy of Legion's Landing, as everything in the main deck tops out at 2 mana. So, you know, at best, we're going to hit 4 mana, play 2 spells, and probably be out of cards. So, yeah, it's mono white as far as the spells go, but we've got some artifacts that require some colored abilities. We've got Scrap Heap Scrounger here, requires black. We've got Bomat Courier, requires you know, red. And then, of course, we've got the Spires of Industry, which will... It's not Mardu Vehicles. It's not Mardu Vehicles, but boy, it is close. Right? It's Mardu Vehicles. Can that be a thing, Vehicles? Vehicles? I like Vehicles. Yeah. Mardu Vehicles. Either way, we got some really good answers for enchantments, artifacts, things like that in the sideboard. You know, Slash of Talons for a little bit of aggro. Vampire Zeal, I'm kind of on the fence about this. I think there's a lot of other cards we probably could have used, you know, instead of Vampire Zeal, but hey, whatever. And then, of course, Thopter Arrest. This is a really good card that people overlook. And then Scavenger Grounds is good. And Aethersphere Harvester. Always, you know, if you've got you a vehicle deck, there's normally a couple of these bad boys laying around just waiting to come in those aggro matchups. But that's the deck. You guys can see it there. I'll scroll down one more time, so if you guys want to go back and take a look at it, as always, there's a link in the description box below for you guys. And let's go see what the culmination of 2 great builders' minds can come up with here, and get into a game. What's up, Andrew? Right? Vehicles. Might as well get some shout-outs while we're waiting on an opponent here. We got Crew Fix, Justin, Andrew. Who else we got? Boros, he's back. Boros is back. I don't know. It's always fun to say Boros. You know, like, I grew up watching Rocky and Bullwinkle. I don't know if you guys remember Rocky and Bullwinkle. I grew up watching Flipper too, but you know. How Internet, what's up? Magic Hefe, Phil Wambacher, he's back. He's back. It Goes Down as the DM, and Daniel Hogan, of course, are here. Who else we got up here? For the Horde, are you here? Or are you just watching in the background as you're at work there? What's up, Mitch? Ghost Man. Absolutely. Smash that like button, guys. Man, we can't keep this. We ain't got no land. I will keep this. It seems a little... Ooh, yeah, I'll keep that. So we're just going to go for the Bomat draw, right? Does that work? Can we get away with a Bomat draw? Should we try to get our Savannah Lion down first? Maybe he goes like... Let's get our Savannah Lion down first. It'll push more damage. And then next turn we'll just like double Bomat. Maybe hit him for 2. But this might actually pull a Magma Spray or something out of his hand. Okay, it's just going to be an opt. Alright, well, if we're lucky, he's not going to have a lot of creatures. I expected if he had his, you know, Soul Fire Mage or whatever. If he had that, I think we would have seen it. Okay. Oh, well, see, there's a nice little Plains. Alright, well, I mean, we swing for 4 here. I mean, that doesn't feel bad. And then we just simply pass the turn. I mean, if he's got the removal, he's got the removal. If he doesn't, then next turn we're looking at land, Bomat Courier. Wow, how much damage is that? How many turns are we from just killing this guy? Oh, wow. I'm going to go ahead and play this. I'm actually not interested in cashing in my Bomat yet. I'm actually not interested in cashing in Bomats at all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We are 2 from a sin, guys. 2 from a sin. This could get out of hand really quick. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We're lethal next turn if he doesn't have an answer. Alright, so he's just going to Field of Ruin that, which is horrible because we don't have a red source we can go get. Yeah, I'm good with it though. Alright, we got a Plains, buddy. What are you gonna get? Now can he like burn this? No, no burn. First game, first match. You got it, buddy. If you've got a deck you want, oh man. Blown out. Just blown out. If you were to send your mechanized production deck list, would I be willing to give it some constructive criticism and try to make it a little more competitive? I definitely would, and like the guys in the chat said, you know, the best place to start there is get over to the Reddit. That hurt so bad, guys. That hurt so bad. Man. We were doing so good. Just blown out by that Sweltering Suns. Well, I mean, that happens. Wasn't expecting it to happen, but it definitely happens. Yeah. Man, we were looking at lethal next turn, too. Alright, well, yeah, we had lethal, but looks like we were miles away from lethal as well, so Andrew blames Monkey. It's Monkey's fault. It's Monkey's fault. He wiped the board. 10-1 says Andrew becomes the first stream boss. I don't know, now he'd be like, not me, I ain't doing it. I ain't doing it. But, yeah. Make sure you guys are hitting that like, that subscribe button. If you're new to the content and you've never subscribed to, like, I know you guys have seen me around. Like, if you're new, I know you guys have seen me around. Like, that's it. As far as channel updates go, that is pretty cool. We're starting to show up in more of the recommended feeds for a lot of the different decks. I am going to wait here. I assume that he just has kill to kill this. Stream boss. As soon as your coins drop, it's set to half-life at, like, I'm going to have to figure out what we want the life to be, but, yeah, we should see as soon as the cups drop in the thing, the stream should update there. Hopefully it'll work. I might have the settings wrong on it or something, but we're gonna play with it. Bam! I got killed, and Andrew is now the new stream boss. So there you go. And looks like we got a subscription there that came in and hit you for 100 points. So yeah, there we go. Like that's stream boss. Hope you guys enjoy that. I hope it's fun for you guys to play with. So we're gonna try to get back down on the board here. I'm actually going to place this on the Scrap Heap Scrounger, because if he has, let's cancel that. If he's got removal, I'd rather see it here. Looks like we had the removal. So maybe it was wrong to play that. Oh no, I should have just played this anyway to make it outgrow the magma spray. Ooh, we might have had another out right there, but yeah. Well, thank you, Kathy. Thanks for dropping by. Kathy and, was it Boshu? Kathy, man, well, thank you for stopping by. Well, we'll undo that. Yeah, I probably should have played this. What program am I playing on? I'm playing on Magic Online. This is Magic the Gathering Online. Ooh, that's a decent spell. It doesn't always look like this. Most of the time, Magic Online looks more like this. So, you know, like, there's things you do, you know, as a streamer to make things look, I guess, a little bit more beautified. So, I definitely try to make sure you guys have something worth looking at, other than, but I mean, come on, right? Let's see here. Aether Meltdown, whatever. Why wouldn't you put it on this? Isn't that just like a perfect answer here? Magic Online has really changed? Yeah, I'm going to try to change my outlay, my overlay here, or yeah, overlay. Once every block. Like right now, we've got a Rivals of Ixalan theme with, you know, it's cut out of the Watley theme. So all right, well, another Dunes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I mean, I guess it doesn't matter. We'll just swing into this. We'll swing into this thing anyway. Wow, just a glimmer? I expected a Gear Hulk there. Right? When were you last on, man? Because, like, Magic Online has looked kind of like this forever. Just all blah. I mean, it's not like overly blah, but, you know, I mean, it's not exactly appeasing. I mean, you look at a lot of other people's channels and stuff like that, and like, I'm not trying to talk like bad about other people's channels, but, you know, when you're trying to make sure that people are, you know, interested in watching and stuff, like, any way you can beautify it, you know, you should. Like, for example, like, why do you guys want to see my minimize and maximize buttons and things like that? That's just good space we can use. Like, do you really need to see standard versus, you know, 13 here, event, whatever, so you can go back and look up this event? Maybe. But personally, I think most people would be more interested in, you know, seeing something like this. Yeah, we've so lost this. I don't know. I mean, maybe we'll get in there. Just trying to get that chip damage in, and once we, like, if we get to the city's blessing, we get enough of a chip damage. Yeah, I'll pay it. Go ahead and bank your energy. No point in spending any of it. So he's just going to hit me for 0. Ha ha ha. I'm just hitting you for 0. Yeah, well, I got to pay it first. Otherwise, you would have killed it. And bank 2 anyway. Hi. Onslaught flashback. Wow. That was a ways back. Remember, guys, you guys can defeat Andrew as a stream boss in a lot of ways. You can share the video so other people can come join, and then we'll try to get those people to... Is he cycling this? He's casting it. Alright, well, I'm going to pay again. We're going to see if I can get through here. Probably going to swing this thing straight into a Gear Hulk in a moment, but whatever. Aether Meltdown is a mean card. Come on, something. That's not horrible. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, he's going to counter that. Well, that means he's not casting a Gear Hulk if he's countering that. Are we going to be able to chip our way in with this Adanto? Ooh. Alright, he's going to commit it. So we get whatever we draw next turn, and then the next turn is going to be an Adanto. Okay, well, alright. Here we go. But again, you guys, if you want to defeat the stream boss, there's a lot of ways you can do it. You can subscribe to the channel if you're new to the channel. If you share it and get other people to come over and they subscribe, that will also defeat the stream boss. You can always donate, you know, to defeat the stream boss. But I must warn you, he can heal himself. But either way, that's up to you guys. If you guys wanna have fun with that, you can. If you guys think it's just jerky move to have that up there, then I'll take it down. We'll see how that goes. Where are the opponent's win cons? I don't know. I have no clue. I just keep waiting on this this Gear Hulk to come down and like block or something, but the opponent just I don't know. He doesn't have black, so I doubt we're looking into like the Scarab God or something. Maybe there's just a single Nizahal or a Locust God or something like that in there. There is a lot of draw, so the Locust God could be possible. I could see that. But I think Magic Online come out in like 2004, 2007, something like that. Alright, well, there's our Adanto. He's back. Is he back? Are you going to counter it? It's like, I'm going to commit it. Now I can counter. Yes. You got me, opponent. Got me. So the biggest mistake I've made this whole game is not making him put another spell onto that onto our Scrap Heap Scrounger. Maybe that was the mistake, maybe it wasn't. I'm not 100% on it, but I know we could have gotten at least another spell out of him. And then if he didn't currently have that spell, we'd have still had a Scrap Heap Scrounger around, and that would have been highly, highly beneficial. Well, I am happy that I guess we play it. I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I mean, we're still a ways away from ascending. You kind of need to ascend in that early part of the game there. Well, three, four, five, six, seven. Ascension. All right, well, we're gonna see what his burn is. Really, opponent. All right, you got me. You got me. Oh, we got a Vanguard. Now do we see Gearhulks? Another Essence Scatter. Okay. Alright. Alright, opponent. Alright. Hey, at least we ascended. We're ascended, and we just need to keep drawing gas. And we'll be alright. I can technically swing at him for 3 at any moment. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can swing at him for 3, 4 at any moment. I'd rather be able to try to build something up. Oh, do you have another magma spray? Okay. Well, I will attempt to save these, or save this time if he goes to spray it. Okay. So saving this is very important. I mean, if he's got a lightning strike or something, then that's fine. Oh wow, we're gonna fight. We're fighting over it right here. Could this be it? If he's willing to fight this hard over this scrap heap scrounger, wow. All right, opponent. I wasn't doing anything with those cards anyway. Right, yeah, we could, yeah. Well, okay, it would have been plus 5. So, Dunes is only +1, so it would have been, Pride. Pride, Dunes would have been +5, and we're currently at -1. I don't think he needs to see this land. Okay, though. I mean, things could happen. We could see there. I mean, we got a flyer. Now he has to kill this. I mean, we got to go 1 for 1 on those cards, like casting Pride. We got a negate out of a Pride. We got a disallow out of a Pride. So those are all really good cards to get rid of. So I'm actually pretty happy with those trades. The negate, I didn't really want to like see a negate, but I was pretty happy with most, like the disallow. Like getting a disallow out, that would have stopped anything. So, all right. At least we're pulling enough threats at this point that we are making our opponent spend his hand. He's drawn a lot more cards than we have too. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We actually have enough mana to double pump, so I don't actually have to keep adding more to the battlefield, but I'm going to. I mean, he's got 5 cards. We need to pull a threat every time he pulls a kill until, you know, we get him hellbent. And unfortunately, he has maintained his magma sprays so that he dealt with our scrap heap scroungers. Oh my goodness. Did you really, opponent? Did you really? Okay. So, let's look at this. We want Sky Marcher for block, or for the air. We want a Heart of Kirin because that's a thing. We have a Pride to block. Let's buff this thing. And the only other thing I really want to cast this turn is I would like to cast the Legion's Landing. We get down the Legion's Landing this turn, then we get to... There we go. So he's going to disallow that. That's nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so now that he's disallowed that, let's throw down another Snub Horn. And we're actually... The whole reason we're doing this is we want to get this Snub Horn above a... above... Sure, opponent. Sure. The whole point was to get it above the Sweltering Suns. So I think that's about as much as we want to add out this turn. The reason I'm leaving up these two is because together they'll equal 3 power to crew the heart. So that's kind of where we're going with that. He is trying to keep me from crewing the heart here. No, I just played the heart this turn, right? We played the heart. We played Cartouche, Snubhorn. Yeah, we're gonna pass now. So if he wants to wipe the board here, and he might need to, sure. All right, he may no longer worry about the. There's a glimmer. How much damage can we get in with this thing? Alright, so... This is going to seem a little funny, but if we can get away with it, I'm going to attack with the Heart of Kieran and both of these to try to flip the Legion's Landing. If we flip Legion's Landing, we might be able to get ahead of the opponent here. That's fine. That's fine. He's got 4 cards in hand. Alright, I'm going to crew with my 2 Summon Sick. This is the weakest attack ever. But it flipped it. Alright, so he needs to disallow that. We'll move to blocks. I almost want to fire this off. But I think we can wait one more turn to fire it off. So weak. So weak. But it flipped. It flipped our Adanto's Vanguard, which means that we can set up for a very good kill next turn. Again, yeah, he might want to, you know, try to wipe the board here. Is he digging for the board wipe still? Nizahal. Alright. That's pretty decent. We're offline. How are we offline again? We should be back up. Oh my goodness. If I have to get back on the phone. Ugh. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead cancel that. We won't do it in their end step. I don't want them to have another main. Alright, so we're gonna go Sky Marcher. And then I'm actually just gonna cast this pre-combat. We'll go ahead and give him a card here, of course. Does he counter it? I guess he's doing math real quick. Yeah, he's probably going to want to counter this if he can. Does he allow that to go off? Okay, so he's going to disallow there. Alright, well, we're going to jump into white, colorless, and we'll sacrifice this. We'll say yes. We're going to go white, colorless, sacrifice this. Oh no, I have messed up. But before I sacked this one, I was supposed to crew, and I would have got an extra point of damage in flying. He saved me. Oh, you saved me, opponent. You saved me. So now this will actually be crewed before this goes off. Gotta love your opponents, right? I mean, this is what we've got. We're gonna turn it sideways, and we're getting in for as much as possible. I don't even know why I swung with this. There was no need there, but whatever. We've got 6 coming here. We've got 1 in the air and another here. So if he wants to block this on the ground, I assume that he blocks one of these and just takes the other 5, and then at that point we're just going to try to keep chipping in. Alright, well, this is where we're at. We're in chip away heaven here. Chip away at him. I expected it to be a Nezahal deck, but I expected some Torrential Gearhulks or something there too, so. Is everything stable on the stream again? Are we back to normal on the stream? Alright, well, we're gonna see what happens. My internet service provider is being funny with me. We're just going to attack. See what he's got. I mean, do you have an answer for Nezahal? Okay. I'm okay with playing this because, I mean, if he's going to board wipe, he's going to board wipe. If he does board wipe, then we're just making tokens at the end of turn, and that's about the best we've got. There was no point in swinging with the 1 life link other than to gain a point of life. He's glimmering. He's digging. He's digging. Absolutely, guys. Don't forget to hit that smash button. Seems good. Few hiccups, but yeah, good. All right, good. Val poked her head in and said, "Hey, you just went down." So there's that Sweltering Suns. All right. Well, again, we kind of expected, the likes of this. Now, I mean, he can't swing at us though. Did he? He did. So, does that mean he's holding a kill spell? Alright, I mean, so now he's holding a kill spell. Or... wow, is there any chance it could be Magma Spray? If it's just Magma Spray, then we might have just won this. Like, I can't believe he swung. Sensor. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Is it a spray? It's Harness Lightning. You know what? We'll just wait to the end of his turn. He's at 1. We can do stuff. We can do stuff. He's got 29 energy, like making him put more into it. I kind of assumed that he was holding, a kill for it the whole time. Alright, well. We'll try again. That's the kind of the beauty of a Danto's Vanguard here, is we do get to keep trying to push damage. Here we go. Do we get there? Be a magma spray. Come on, let your only answer be a magma spray. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Is he still digging? Oh, he's glimmering again. He's drawing so many cards. How much energy did he spend? Doesn't the energy need to be declared when the spell is cast? No. The energy is declared when the spell resolves. What happens? Magma spray! Do you have a negate? Another magma spray! Okay. Probably should have played the heart. Gives us more outs. So, I mean, we have to block. I assume he was wanting to hold that second magma spray so that I wouldn't have a blocker. But he can just disallow this. There we go. You got us, opponent. You got us. Good game, opponent. Good way to control the game there, opponent. Wow. Wow. I am not a judge. I am not a judge. I would love to become a judge. I'm working on becoming a judge, but I am not a judge. Wow. All right. How much energy? Yeah, you have to declare it on when you actually do it. Even on Magic Online, it'll show you that. Like, so basically, when you go to cast a Harness Lightning, and they go, "How much energy are you spending?" You go, "So it's resolving." Well, once you declare how much energy, if they ask you how much energy you are spending, at that point, damage has been dealt. So as soon as you say, as soon as they allow, like, they have to let the spell resolve. So if you mess up and say for 3 energy, Harness Lightning for 3, well, that's your fault. You should not have done that. You should have said Harness Lightning. Kind of the same way when you cast a Lost Legacy. I'm not changing anything here, guys. Dr. Arrest might be good for his, like, Nezahal. But I honestly think, like, the main deck itself, we should just be fast enough to get past it. We don't really have protection against something like a Sweltering Sun, so we're just gonna kind of play around that. But yeah, now clock him. See, that I still think that the clock emoji should have been right there instead of smash. Like, I know that I have never been fond of smash. Wow, what a hand! All right, we're gonna put him on having all the removal, and he better have all of the removal. Alright, opponent, here we go. So, our next turn, we're actually going to go Toolcraft and Bowmat. It'll be more damage than the Scrap Heap Scrounger. See, that looks good too, but we're still going to do this. We're just going to... He runs Sensor. These are all good ways to come back. This may sound bad, but I'm actually just going to go for the Heart of Kieran. I want to get around his Sensor, and I think that this is just going to be fine for us. I mean, if he's not holding the Magma Sprays, then this is still going to be really good, because we're going to bring down like Toolcraft Exemplars, Scrap Heap Scroungers. We're going to make him have to spend his kill spells on these other things. This also gets around a turn 2 Harness Lightning, so he's going to have the Braid if he wants to stop this. And because of what we're playing this turn, We're going to be able to, ooh, top deck the land, so change what I was about to say. Now we're going to be able to play Scrap Heap Scrounger and the Toolcraft Exemplar. I kind of want to get that Bowmat in there, though. Let's do that. So let's get in this Bowmat. We'll get down. We'll go ahead and get down the Scrap Heap Scrounger. No. Yeah, we'll get down the Scrap Heap Scrounger here. Oh, I'm scared of this sensor. I am terrified of this sensor. Alright, we're going to go Toolcraft. We're going to go Toolcraft because this is a good way to come back from a board wipe. So we'll let this one resolve. It's mono white. All right. Okay, I'm good with that. That's our first piece of fodder. So he still takes 5 here. Seems good. Well, we've seen in the Vehicle Rush deck, guys, that you know you can run dwarves in this package. You can run a lot of different things in this package. So seeing the Ascend portion of this deck doesn't really bother me that much. Like I kind of like the fact that that's in here. I like the go wide strategy with the Servo Expedition. I think Servo Expedition is also, you know, just a really good follow up for Toolcraft Exemplar and stuff. So tick-tock, opponent. Oh wow, we're 4 minutes ahead of him. This looks great. This looks pretty good. Again, the opponent may not even have the sensor. But I'm going to continue to play around it. We also have first strike now. I don't know if that's relevant or not, but... Tick-tock, opponent. Tick-tock. Oh, no. Why you do it to me, opponent? Why you be like that? Alright, well. It's not horrible. Well, Legion's Landing would have been nice. So, at this point, we've got 2 really good cards in hand, and we've got 2 cards under the Bowmat. I don't think I would trade right now, especially considering I have the black mana to bring this back. So Magma Spray. Fine, opponent. Fine. You just be that way. Alright, so he's at 8. How much damage he can stop? I'm really wanting to land off the top. Land off the top means we get to play both of these in one turn. Yeah. There's an Abrade. That's fine. That's fine, opponent. We're gonna give you a little chip damage here. Let you take a little bit more pain. We need to bring on into range. I'm still worried about that servo, or that, oh goodness. I can't even think of it. Come on, land. That's pretty good. Boy, how janky do we get here? I think we just swing. Again, we are putting the opponent on the clock. I mean, if we win this, we still got a whole nother game we got to get through. So he's going to Glimmer. He has got to find his board wiper right now, or looks like it's going to be lights out for the opponent. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We ascend here, so land off the top would be great. Come on, land. Okay, he's just going to scoop it up. We're going to jump into the next game. He's got 4 minutes to complete this next game. We're just going to run it back. Have we, let's see. Hey guys, any of you experienced in modern tournaments? Not me. I'm just going to say not me. Wow, alright, so we just get our legions landing down on 1. Or should we Sky Marcher? Sky Marcher. Yeah. Oh no. Never mind. We have something so much better. Ooh, he's playing quick. I mean, we'll see if he makes decisions as quick. Okay, well, we can easily afford to lose a Heart of Kirin here if he wants to counter. Oh, wow. Double blue. Come on, opponent. Ooh. So next turn I can go Legion's Landing and... Alright. That's fine, opponent. That is perfectly A-okay. So I'm gonna go Sky Marcher. And this should be enough to add to the board, other than I'm going to add the Heart of Kirin. And then later I might add Scrap Heap Scrounger, but I think this should be enough to add that he has to board wipe. Doesn't have the double red. Wow, opponent. It's brutal for you, man. Alright, well, we're going to attempt to flip. He let us get into combat. It's going to happen, unless he wants to disallow it. Oh, goodness. What do you got, opponent? Opponent with 3 minutes left on the clock. He is going to disallow the flip. But if that is his best answer, then we're just going to let it go. Wow, spent his entire turn. So I assume that he is holding Sweltering Suns in hand with no way to do something about it. Like, opponent just trap 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I like it. I like it. Can you counter it, opponent? Ascension. Now, granted, there is probably a couple lines of attack that doesn't leave us just completely dead, or sorry, that doesn't that would have killed him. We could have snagged that other 2 points of damage, but it was playing around that Sweltering Sun. So, I mean, I assume that he has it in hand and he's just looking for that other red source. So, kind of expecting that we're going to see red source, and then from there, he'll wipe the board, and then we'll rebuild. One turn too late. One turn too late. Man. He could... No, I mean, he... Even if he has, like, the pirate... The, like, fiery, cannonade, he can't kill the Snubhorn. So, yeah, that's game. Ooh. Red-blue. Red-blue control. I'd say the best red-blue deck, and I've been trying to rebuild it, but I can't seem to get it rebuilt, or can't seem to get the all of the parts just right for it, is the red-blue Pirates deck. I think I forget her name, but it's Eric Frolicek's wife. and that's horrible for me to not remember her. I think it's Athena, but I'm probably butchering her first name. But you know, Miss Froelich, she was in round 1 of GP Memphis as the feature match. So you know, you can go watch her stomp some people there. So you know, it'll be in the playlist with the same guy who did the Sam Black. But yeah, all right, that's one down. I'll quit looking at this this red-blue list here that I've been tweaking on. But yeah, Athena. Okay, so How Internet said yeah, it's Athena. That's a cool name, right, Athena? Anyway, so she had this really spicy Warkite Marauder deck that was running Grasp of Dunes, and you guys know how big of a fan I am on that, because I've got a blue-black Pirates deck that kind of doing the same thing. Like that, it's a really powerful interaction, especially when you have like Cartouche. I'll put a -1/1 counter on that. Now I'm going to swing. This is going to make that a 0/1 with a -1/1 counter on it. It'll instantly die, and it doesn't have any ability, so adios, the Scarab God. Yeah, I mean, I'm all about that, and I'm really trying to find exactly, you know, where I want that deck to be, but expect some gameplay for that the week I'm gone. I'm going to record some gameplay, and you guys will have some gameplay of that one, so... again, you know, I am going to have some videos for you guys for the week that I'm not here, and the week that we're moving, of course. So, all right, you guys ready? We're gonna get back into another one, huh? Let's do this. I'm so excited. I love this deck. Like, this is a fun way to play aggro, and even Dev said that in his video. He's like, you know, he'd been having a lot of fun playing aggro with this deck. I personally, you know, I really enjoyed the Vehicle Rush deck. I liked it when I played Mardu Vehicles. Like, those are not exactly, you know, my playstyle, but I do like the tempo of it, where, you know, you can start off kind of, you know, slow, or you can start off like just lightning fast and give yourself, you know, some angles and stuff. But thank you, Andrew. Are you in marketing, sir? Like, you're really good at it. Michael, what's up, Mahoney? How you doing, sir? Who else we got in here? Joey S, MTG Pack Rat, Ramo, Top Forward Snapcaster's Golden Ticket. Wow, all right. Michael Mahoney here is a local player here in Phoenix, Arizona, and I'm probably butchering his last name, but that's awesome, dude. You went over to Snapcasters and took their Golden Ticket. Well, at least top 4. That's pretty good. It's a pretty good tournament. How many people were there? Blue-black Siren's Ruse with a bunch of Enter the Battlefield cards. That sounds good. I just want to find good ways to abuse Warkite Marauder. Like, my blue-black Pirates deck is all about abusing Warkite Marauder. And it's about having a deck that doesn't have the Scarab God in it. And doesn't have Vraska's Contempt and things like that. So it's one of those decks where I'm trying to build budget, but I'm not a good budget builder. I am a horrible budget builder, because I'm like, but why would I run Hour of Glory when I could run Vraska's Contempt? And if you can't hit me with a double black versus single black, then I'm going to be like, they're both instant speed, and this one will kill Planeswalkers. I'll take that over getting the extra out of your hand. But man, what a hand we've got. We're about to unload. Ooh. Oh, 45 people. That was a good tournament. Nice, Michael. Nice. When I think of Mahoney, I think of like Police Academy. Mahoney. That's probably that. His name probably wasn't Mahoney. I'm probably remembering that wrong, but that's what I'm thinking of. We're gonna turn to a Heart of Cure in here and get in the air. I'm a little bit worried about. I'm a little bit worried about him. Having like a double strike cat or something like that. So if we can't get into first strike at least, then we're going to have some problems. You got to Marauder and shock a Hazard. You got to Marauder and shock a Hazard. Feels way too good to do that. Okay. Warkite Marauder. Bam! Yeah, shock you. And that's kind of the point of the red-blue version of the deck, but, you know, a humans deck, okay, maybe that would work. So, I even thought about running it, yeah, alright, I'm going to say it, running it Teamer, because you can second main phase the Azcan Archer and kill things, but I don't know how good that is. But either way. Oh man. Oh hey. So did we trade here? That's horrible. Sweet. All right. Well. We need to get in the air. We need to get as many points of damage in the air as we can. I'll trade here. Yeah, he's going to need to make this trade. If this is the deck that I'm thinking of from Memphis this weekend, he's only got Appeal to Authority in the deck. That's the only non-creature spell. So getting in the air here is going to be really good for us. There might have been an argument to just not swing at all. You keep this as an extra, you know, a sin. Or an extra permanent for a sin, of course. Alright, so, yeah, of course we're going to need to get in the air. I mean, the first strike would be relevant, but not until after we get some things down. So yeah, let's just Scrap Heap Scrounger here, and then we'll Sky Marcher Aspirant. We'll Crew, swing 5. And then next turn we can... It won't matter just yet on getting the artifacts down. Yeah, we can just go ahead and Sky Marcher here. So that'll put us at 6 permanents. 7, 8, 9. Heaven forbid we get a blue or get a land. Land would allow us to dump our hand next turn, which is good. Let's go ahead and Crew. Like, maybe it would have been better to play the Toolcraft Exemplar here over the Sky Marcher Aspirant. But I kind of want to keep this as an additional, like, Crewer to just kind of hold back for 1 mana. And he's going to be really good with the first strike here shortly. Again, 6, 7, 8, 9. We do need a land. A land allows us to play everything and ascend here and swing for 5 in the air. There's that Adorned Pouncer I was worried about. Okay. Well, we're definitely on the race here. Well, that was not the land we were looking for. I am gonna go ahead and we'll Crew here. Next turn, if I have to bring this back, we're looking at... Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. If he wants to block that, that's fine. I'll trade. If he just lets it through, he's going to be putting himself in a very dangerous position. He did. He let it through. Okay. That either means he's about to try to kill us right now, which means we may have to stick our Sky Marcher in front of something. So an Appeal would make this... Appeal would make that very big. He revealed an Appeal. All right. So it's sorcery speed. He's gonna go ahead and fire it off. Okay. So we'll see what he's swinging with here. So that's going to be 10 points of damage. We are looking at we're looking at 4, 5, 6. Four, 5, 6 in the air that he can't do anything about. All of these don't come through as blockers. I don't know if we can kill him on Crackback, but we have an out. I'm going to take the 10. But we do have an out here. That's not horrible. Alright, so I'm going to snub nose. That made us a sin. We're going to crew with the snub nose. And this will help us a fair amount on the swing. He has to block this, and the toolcraft. So this will get through for 1 point of damage. And he should be at 2 at the end of this. Unfortunately, that should kill everything, right? Like, he can't profitably block here or anything, right? Oh, I hope I did the math right on that. Okay, well, it should put him at 2 if he makes the proper blocks. Again, that's on him. I think the Bowmat gets through. If the Bowmat does get through, the only thing he has left is going to be a cat. If he doesn't block everything, it's lethal. So he'll have to work this out. I assume he'll pull back off that Bowmat in a moment. So we got 4, 5, 6, and then 7, 8, 9. So he has to block the first striker, which means Bowmat is getting through. I do like that it's taken him much longer to figure all this out than it is for me to figure it out. It's always nice. Again, this is going to make his appeal to authority very bad. And we get to have a blocker on our turn. So this is not very bad for us. I'm kind of okay with this transition. Oh, wow. All right. Stream lag. Stream lag. What is going on? Stream lag there for a minute. We should be coming back up. Come on. Hopefully that'll bring everything back up. Wow, it's doing it again. Oh my goodness. What is going on, OBS? OBS, come on. Come back to me, OBS. Get my stream back up. You guys back? Are you guys back? Alright. I think the stream is back up. Let me fill you guys in on what has happened here. So the opponent has given his Adorned Pouncer Hexproof and Trample. And he is now about to attack in with 0 cards in hand. This is a sorcery. There's nothing he can do about it. He does have lethal on us. And we are going to have to eat this Toolcraft Exemplar out of the graveyard. So this is going to bring back our Scrap Heap Scrounger. We will crew. We will block. This will leave us at 4. And he has no cards in hand, so he thought he had it, but he did not. Okay, so again, we're just going to. What do we want here? What do we want? But yeah, so the opponent thought he had us there, but we just brought back a dude block, and it would leave us at 2 after blocks, and then you know, from there we can just kind of run over. The opponent thought he had us, so he gave us a GG. Like we were exchanging GGs already. Yeah. No, the opponent did not get it with a cat. We blocked. So we blocked. It put us at 2. Right, attack with bandwidth. It put us at 2, and then we killed him on crackback. Yeah, we won. Yeah, we won. He got us in game 1, I think. Or was that game 1? That was game 1. Yeah, he did not get us with the cat. He did not. But I like that you are like the opponent and thought that you had us. Because it didn't happen. Wow, what a hand. What a hand. I don't think we can... I mean, this is pretty good blockers, but I don't think this is where we want to be. That ain't where we want to be. Well, this is going to get bad for us. Alright, we can keep this. Actually, I don't want that Plains. Plains is good, but it's not what I want. Alright, so he's got a Legion's Landing. He got a pretty good 1-drop. We're going to play ours. Now, the Cartouche of Solidarity, this card is so good. So good. There's an Adonto. We take 1, he gains 1. Here, we're just going to Cartouche. We do get to attack, which is awesome. I wish I had another 1-drop here, but we did mulligan down to like 5, so yeah. Hey, don't worry, how internet. The opponent didn't see that line either. I just want to know why my bandwidth is just doing this. Like right now we're green all the way across. Like I don't know if you guys can't see that. Oh no! There we go. See the green square? We're good. The thing keeps turning red all of a sudden. I don't like it when it turns red. So if he swings with this, we get to hit him for 4. That's pretty cool. Sweet, we hit him for 4. Unless he's got Blossoming Defense. Bam! I'll do it. I'll take it. I will take it. And we do get to keep just pushing damage here. Which is great. I mean, just pushing damage here is perfect for us. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we need what? Legion's Landing off the top. Yeah. He needs to push damage. He's having a hard time pushing damage. Alright, so that's going to give it trample. We'll take, what, 10 here? Yeah. That's fine. He's going to go ahead and tap these down, but I'm okay with taking the 10 anyway. So we'll take 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. That's pretty good. So we'll be at 4. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. There's the Legion's Landing I was hoping for. Well, that's almost got us to a sin. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This causes us to a sin. He's got 1 card in hand. I think we just sit back and block here. If he wants to try to finish us, he needs to swing, and if he does swing, then we might be able to somehow weasel through this. That's probably going to get us right there. Yep, that gets us. Appeal to authority. That's it. It's where it's at. All right, we'll go into game 3. We will go into game 3 here. Aether Sphere Harvester is probably going to be a little bit better for us than the Heart of Kirin. I don't really want to fight him on the ground, but I'm going to use like Slash Talons. I'm actually going to try to fight him, even though I'm on the play. So we're gonna try to cheapen up a little bit. I'm not going to go with the Scrap Heap. Not as many of them. Man, I kind of want those hearts. And I'm going to back off 2 prides because, like, we're trying to be so fast. I don't think we got time to get pride in. And then, this is a really good hand. We do have a pride, too. And we've got first strike. All right, so we've got a really good hand here. And we have color. So if we do need it. Probably should have took out the Bowmats in this matchup. Yeah, I think Bowmat was probably the right card to take out. Yeah, every time we lag, make sure you click that little live button to make sure you're catching back up to live. You may be following along 3 or 4 minutes past live. So always make sure you're checking to see if you're live or not. All right, well we're gonna see if we can ascend. All right, so we're looking at Servo Expedition on this turn. Yeah. I could have swung for 3 this turn, but we're going to go ahead and do this. Okay. There's a Pouncer. So I'm going to go Cartouche here, and then I'm going to swing. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're at 8. Like, I just don't know how valuable this is right now. Maybe we just swing 3? I don't know. Killing that seems really good. OBS is reconnecting. We should be back up. We should be back up. Big cable striking again. I know, man, it's horrible. Alright. We're just playing this for 1 here. It's not great, but we are gonna get to blow away his cat. It's horrible, but oh, he's got another cat. All right. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is 9, 10. Again, we're just going to keep on with the chip damage. We did ascend, finally. Hopefully Mississippi has better providers than Arizona. Actually, I heard that the entire infrastructure there was new. I got family there, and they said, hey, we've got great internet. I mean, granted, they're not trying to stream, but like the members of my family that I spoke to were... they're all gamers and such, so this is pretty cool. We get to Toolcraft, we get the Aether Sphere. 100% though, the plan is to just keep chipping in the air. I mean, that is definitely the plan to do here. Like, again, probably shouldn't have took out the Hardy Carrions. We probably should have took out the Bomat Couriers. But, again, Aether Sphere Harvester should get it done. He has got to worry because we've got lethal on him in the air next turn. So, I've heard that the internet infrastructure here in Phoenix is just horrible. But make sure you guys are clicking live so that you guys are live. And he scoops it up. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. There's somebody waiting. We're just going to jump in. It's Mastermind 1. Mastermind 1 is Travis Wizard, guys. He's the mastermind, right? All right. What do we got? So we've got Snubhorn, Expedition. This is a really bad hand. We haven't played any of these bad hands, these like turn 1 Snubhorn hands. Alright, I'm gonna mulligan this. Oh, yeah. That actually looks fine. I'll leave that on top. So we're gonna go Toolcraft Exemplar into... What are you playing, opponent? Could be anything. Could be anything. But you know what else it could be? Alright. I mean, next turn we actually... just give him first strike all the time. First strike all the time. Nah, I don't think so. Might help us ascend, though. Well, I definitely know I want to be trying to ascend next turn. This should work. We'll just do it like this. I know it's a turn slower. It's a turn slower. Should have put it here and I could have blocked. No. We wouldn't have did it anyway. He's got the Fatal Push. Okay, so it wouldn't have mattered. Yeah, it would have. We should have servoed Expedition. And then he would have Fatal Pushed that and we would have had the Cartouche next turn. So yeah, it would have mattered. Servo Expedition couldn't have been easily answered with a Fatal Push. Then he has to push that, and he doesn't 2-for-1 us. So, I messed up. Ooh, hey, now we know what we're playing against. Frustrated with stream, lack support with likes. Thanks, Andrew. Thank you so much. That should have healed you back up, by the way. Typoed lag. Frustrated with stream lag, support with likes. Well, that is one of the big things I'm going to be trying to do when we get to Mississippi. Is I'm going to be trying my very hardest to ensure that we have good, solid internet connection. So, all right, well. We'll servo Expedition this turn. I don't think I swing because I need all 3 of them alive to swing next turn. Means another dirtily deck. You are right. But we have the means to fight it. We can get in the air. Alright, he's swinging with 2, so does that mean he's ready to board wipe here? I mean, hidden stockpile decks do that. Okay, well... We have a ton of mana. Too bad this is only as a sorcery. So we're going to swing for 3. This will flip our Legion's Landing, or Adonto the First Fort. We'll get into second main phase. We'll play the other Adonto. And then we will play Servo Expedition. That's 2 bodies, where Adonto would have been creating 1 body. Yes, 1 body with lifelink, but Servo Expedition is going to give us 2 bodies. And now we are... The plan is to sack Sheffet Dunes and swing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 damage coming at the opponent. That'll be pretty decent. Another Anointed Procession. Okay. Well, if he doesn't have a land, then he's going to be in some trouble here. No blocks from me. We're going to go ahead. White. We'll sacrifice this. We're going to say yes. And then attack. I would like to keep the untapped one because, I don't know, it seems right. Alright, he's at 7. We can't exactly do that again, but that definitely put us a little bit closer where we want to be. We might be able to squeeze in with a, a flyer or something like that now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We do have a Ascension right now. Alright, so he's got to actually sack his dudes. He should have swung before he sacked them. Opponent punt. We don't want a dirtle. Aww. How do we get through this? Like, we just trade everything? All he has to do is keep 1 and he blows us. No, he doesn't have to keep any. He blows us out anyway. Man. It's brutal. I don't want to trade. I think we're gonna need to get like flying or something like that. I'll trade with this because he's gonna sack this on his turn anyway. So this is not gonna be a really good turn for him to want to try to swing in. Next turn though, and every turn after that, he's gonna have some exponential gains that are gonna be really hard for us to keep up with. I figured he wanted to swing here. Alright, well, that's horrible for us. We are just gonna take the whole enchilada. Pray for a pump off the top. Never mind. I'm pretty sure we're just beat to this. Yeah, I think we're beat to this in game 1. I'm gonna sack it. Yeah, we're gonna go into the next game. I don't even think we have outs for that. So let's go demystify, fragmentize, and I think that's it. So what are we gonna take out for those? Pride is gonna be great. That'd be a good. We don't need the snubhorns. Snubhorn is really good against aggro and things like that, so I'm going to back off on Snubhorn. Alright, OBS. Alright, OBS should be reconnected. We should be back in this. Alright. Oh, I meant to take that other scrap heap. I was going to take one scrap heap scrounger out. So we've got a 61 card deck here, but it's going to be alright. It's a good hand. Doesn't matter what the deck is now. As long as the opening hand come out fine, that's going to be alright. Very, very sorry about the issues today, guys. I will do everything in my power to see if we can get those fixed. We're just gonna start out as fast as possible here. Fragmentize is going to be pretty good for us, I believe. I am going to start out with the Servo Expedition this time. Wow, okay. So we let him gain 1. He'll gain 2. It's not going to be Servo Expedition here. Yeah, I'll put it here. And we'll swing for 4. So, I mean, he's not benefiting a ton off of that. But that'll be some very incremental power coming up. Now, there's another line where I could have actually popped that with Fragmentize. And then, you know, swung in with the Bowmat for 1 there. Anointed Priest. Okay. Alright, so... Right, you're exactly right. The fact that we actually have vehicles may be more than what he's looking for. If he's expecting to fight us on the ground. Let's say we want a Danto because it can swing through. If I draw another land, we'll go ahead and Fragmentize something, but this is not what I want to spend my anti-enchantment hate on. A Renegade Map. There's a Bowmat. Well, I mean, we just keep pushing the opponent. He's just going to take it. Is he really? You don't have Fatal Push for this. He does not. He's at 9. He's at 6. We'll take him back to 8. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and take him back to 8. And then we've got a lot of outs for next swing, like next attack. I mean, he's going to need more than the authority here. If he taps out to just play, like if he goes, crack this, play, you know, anointed, like play land, play anointed procession, then he might just be dead. I don't think he can spend all of his mana here. Wow, are we just looking at... So we're just looking at being settled the wreckage. So, like, so... One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm just going to play around settle. That's all. Start. Okay. Not a settle. this should still work fairly well for us. That doesn't mean he didn't have settle though, so I mean, he may have just decided to use start instead. Yeah, I'm kind of waiting for him to actually tap out for something. I kind of wish it was a settle. We would have had a bunch of land. That would have been nice, right? Wow, what is he tapping out for? Fumigate. Alright. I'm going to pay 1 life. I'm going to fragmentize this. It is not how I wanted to use that. We're going to play the Bomat Courier. And get in for 4. Ah, come on, opponent. Vehicles would be so nice right now. Land wouldn't be bad either. There's his Anointed Priest. We'll swing. He takes it, and we'll go land this guy, this thing, pass. All right. Well, I mean, we've got a decent start here. What do you got? What do you got, opponent? Punt on the life play. Bomat is colorless. Vintage makes white. Oh, did I? Oh, you got me then. You got me. I'm gonna just turn things sideways here. So we'll draw. I mean, we still have a fragmentize if we need it, but alright, so we won't be using fragmentize. Okay, opponent. Okay. We'll see how he blocks. Start to finish pretty good here. It's helping him out a lot. Alright, so there's 1 block. So he's going to take 3 damage somewhere. Okay, I'm going to pay this life. I'm going to pay this. Now I'm going to play this. Wow, I wish I would have paid. So the major punt there is sequencing. If I would have sacked the Bomat Courier before I paid for the Adanto's Vanguard, I would have actually not had to pay for it. Wow. Alright, well, whatever. So now what is he gonna do? Like sack his dude to use finish? He still doesn't have enough sources to kill this. What do we got next turn? Like Servo Expedition? We don't have Black Source. Can I sub to your YouTube channel? Your name is Jake Miller. Well, who are you, Jake Miller? Tell you what, I'll check your YouTube channel out. And I read that out loud for everyone. Let's see what your channel is all about, Jake Miller. Jake Miller, your YouTube channel is about 6 days old, and looks like it has nothing to do with magic. I'm gonna say you got a lot of work to do there, Mr. Miller. No offense to the channel or anything like that, but you got to put a lot of work into your channel. Like, you got to build art and things like that, and I get it. Oh, I understand. Doesn't mean that you can't put work into it, Jake. If you can, if you can set up your scenes and stuff for your live action plays and stuff like that, then you will find your audience. And if you're only a kid, then technically you're not supposed to be streaming anyway, as you need to be 13 years old to stream. So put a little work into your stream. Like, people will come. There are people that would love to watch your stuff. So, you know, right. Find something. Like, the channel will find its own things. So, you know, that it's always fun to build a community and stuff. So, I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to say, you know, here's the advice of, in this suite, we now have a black source. I'm just going to give the advice of, you know, build your community, build your channel, find you a niche, find something that people want, and run that. And I promise it'll be a lot of fun. But you need some art, you need some more videos in there. Start working on thumbnails. Most of your thumbnails just look like the icon from Snapchat. So you know, build your thumbnails, and then once you have something like that you can show off to people, then by all means you'll have a great time. A great time going, hey, come look at my channel and the effort that I've put in, and that'll take you a long way, man. Like, that's my advice for you. I mean, I'm someone who, you know, started getting into a community and things like that, and wanted to be part of a community, and then started building my channel. So I get where you're coming from. I also recommend, you know, if you have the power to get you a Reddit. Oh, I should have made a black mana right there. He got me. Punt on me. If I'd have made a black source, I could have brought back the Scrap Heap Scrounger. Now we don't. Oh, so what is he gonna? All right, EF Nears. Heart of Calaran. Come on, Heart. You can do it, Heart. Oh, I can't believe I didn't make a black source there. Would have been. Have a good one, Jake. Another Fumigate. Your go, opponent. Your go. He's at 7. We can get in the air. This thing's going to be annoying. He's got a hidden stockpile. He just sacked this for nothing. Would that work? Oh, not like this. Not like this. Tokens. They're brutal. So brutal. Well, I mean, he goes back to 8. He's gonna cast something out here. All right. He's online. He's got everything online. All he's got to do is like sack this to nothing. If he goes back and sacks that to nothing now that I said that. Alright, so he's going to sack this. Alright. Look, another land. This is how we're going out, guys. This is how we're going out. This deck has been working out great, J-Dubs. The deck is extremely powerful and seems to normally have the power we need to get the job done. However, you know, we've drawn how many lands back to back? I made a punt, didn't bring back my Scrap Heap Scrounger. No searchable black source, so as soon as people actually understand the deck, know how to fight the deck, then you can actually deal with Scrap Heap Scrounger when, you know, like a Field of Ruin or something like that. And we lose the game. I mean, that's it. He just turns things sideways. He can sack his dunes, but he doesn't even need to. That's that. Man, that's the first game we've lost. I played this 4 games. I know you might not be able to go back and watch the first one, but you know, that was the first game we lost, and losing 1 out of 4 ain't bad. You know, we played a variety of different decks. The deck is really good. I do want to point out one more time for those of you that are going to get me in the chat, Sam Black played a deck or get me in the comments later. Sam Black played a very similar list to this. He did not have the Heart of Kyrans and things in the main board. He ran some Trials of Solidarity, which, you know, I kind of like that. He did run the Heart of Kyrans in the sideboard, and he had a 4 of, not 3 of. So in the matchups where he really wanted this, he brought in 4 of them, and he needed it. Like, he knew he needed it. He knew he needed to get in the air. We got some Gideons in the sideboard. It looks like Dev tried to keep his a little bit cheaper than Sam's, but overall the decks are very similar. Dev is attacking the meta at a slightly different way from the way Sam attacked his, and that's evident by the Heart of Kyrans being in the main board versus the sideboard. So, oh please, no one references Sam's or Dev's Sram's Enchantress when talking about Jim Davis's auras. Well, it's because Jim Davis's, oh yeah, I guess Saram's enchantments, it was long before Jim Davis's auras, and Jim Davis was the one who put the new version of it with the obsession in it. So yeah, I mean, people get me on the chat all the time, or in the comments all the time. You know, it's like, hey, you know, this was somebody else's deck, and it's like, people don't own a 75. Yeah, I mean, like, you can have some credit for it. I like to give credit when I can find who the credit belongs to. So if this is your idea, then hey, more power to you. But right now we've got Dev showing it as a deck tech, and as far as I'm concerned, Dev is the one that is giving the deck the light, or, you know, giving it the spotlight, if you will. So yeah, I'm gonna say, hey, you know, thanks to Dev for giving us his 75. And you know, if you change just one single card in a deck, it's technically your 75 now. I mean, I don't really get that, hey, I own this idea or I own that idea when it comes to Magic. So either way, the idea of mono white Ascend, splashed red, splashed black for some utility, it's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Taco is crazy. Well, that's awesome. Check out your channel. Hey man, that's yesterday you did the same thing, man. That is just totally spam. Wow. Alright, so we'll mark that as spam. Remove him from the same guy as yesterday, and I mean, he's got a legit channel too, but his channel has nothing to do with gaming and has nothing to do with Magic the Gathering. And I would be more than happy if you have a Magic the Gathering channel. You can ask Magic Jefe or Hefe that is in stream a lot. You're allowed to, like, go to my Reddit, post your channel. If you're a new streamer and you play Magic the Gathering, post your channel on Reddit. You know, jump into the chat and say, hey, you know, I stream and this is actually Magic, check me out. And I'll be more than happy to check you out and even give you a, you know, little shout out there. And, you know, I love to be able to help the Magic community, but I can't help all of YouTube. Come on, we can't help all of YouTube. We've got a niche. We're going to stick with our niche. Either way, guys, that's all I've got for today. I hope you guys have a lot of fun. Are we frozen? Are we? No way. Are we frozen? No, we're not frozen. I was paused. Guys, the deck was a lot of fun. Dev did really well with it. His tweaks to it were extremely good. Yeah, there we go. Magic Hefe. If you want to check out a channel, this is somebody who is just starting their Magic channel and has listened to a lot of advice. He decided to not actually jump into just, you know, a whole bunch of streams until he got everything figured out. This is someone who's putting some time, some effort, and some thought into it. So I look forward to very soon being able to kind of start showing up to, you know, Magic Hefe's live streams and stuff with you guys, and you know, and seeing what he's got going on. He did run some Pauper for us not too long ago. That was a lot of fun. But all right, guys, I'm gonna agree with Andrew. Let's smash that like button. Hit that subscribe button if you're new. That'll knock Andrew down on the stream boss a couple points there. You know, there's a lot of things you can do to help out, and a lot of those are for free. You know, just sharing a video or something like that's great. Put a timestamp, you know, in a comment or something, that helps. You know, that gets more views. But you know, that thumbs up, that helps more than a lot of you guys could ever know. Oh, see? Magic Hefe's already getting his thumbnails together. If you want to throw a buck over on Patreon, you can do that. There's some offers over there, you know, that I try to give back to my patrons. You know, we have the private streams, you know, the meta tuning, things like that, coffee time. So a lot going on over there. What do we got coming up next? What are we doing tonight? You guys ready for it? Huh? We are playing a League Challenger deck number 2. We're going to get this Counter Surge out, and that's going to be the Challenger deck for this week. Benjamin, thank you for subscribing. Look at you. You done some damage to our boss here. Either way, we've got Counter Surge coming up. Now, Counter Surge is a green-black Constrictor deck. It is a $30 deck. It's about 75 to 90 bucks if you were to put the deck together right now. Got a lot of really cool cards in it. Got some budget options for certain things, and there's some direct upgrades you can do to help this deck out. But we're going to run it as is later tonight in a competitive standard league. So if you want to check that out, make sure you hit that like, that smash, and then smash that subscribe button, and hit the little bell for notifications, so you know when I come back online. It's going to be about an hour, 2 hours before I get back online. I'm going to see if there's anything else I can do to increase my network stability, so that we're not having this superficial. All right, so once we actually figure out, you know, where we want the stream boss to be, I'll probably make stream bosses have a little bit more of a health pool or whatever. Right now they're set to where they can be killed easily, and we can have a lot of change and stuff. So superficious health potion, HP potion, that's awesome. That is awesome. Either way, Andrew, thank you very much for all of your patronage. As always, thank you very much. We're going to be playing this deck later tonight, and in case you guys didn't know it, Andrew's the guy who sponsored all 4 of these leagues. So, you know, if you've got him to give, show him some love there with the golden nuts. You know, whatever hype icons you want to throw at him. And later tonight, we're going to be smashing in a competitive standard league, card for card, the Counter Surge Challenger deck. That's all I've got for today, guys. This has been Sideboard. I'm Eric. This is SideboardMTG. This has been Dev's deck, Mono White Aggro, or Black White City's Blessing, or Mardu City's Blessing, whatever you want to call the deck. Either way, it was a lot of fun. We went 3-1 with it on stream. Guys, I had a lot of fun. I hope you had fun. And we'll see you next time, real shortly, about 2 hours. See you soon.